This is a Glubby Wubby story about hospitality. There was a Glubby Wubby king who walked from one town to another town to another town. He came across a town that had an arch, and he had to look really close because there were some words on that arch, and he didn't know what it was. When he looked really close, he seen the words, "All welcome." So he thought to himself, I want to test to see if this is true. So Glubby Wubby took off all his kingly robes, and he put on a pants that had a rip on it, a shirt that was tattered, shoes that had holes on them, and he even got some skunk spray, and he sprayed it on him. And he walked into this town. Now this was just an ordinary town. It had roads and streets. It had houses and mums and dads and kids. He walked down the sidewalk. He came across one person who was watering his lawn. This person smelt Glubby Wubby. Quickly turned off the tap, ran inside. Glubby Wubby thought, well, that's not much of a welcome. And he carried on. He pretended he was hungry. And he seen this family having a barbecue. They had chicken and beef burgers and hot dogs. And they seen Glubby Wubby coming. And they said, Glubby Wubby, you smell. You're going to ruin our family dinner. Would you please keep moving on? Glubby Wubby, well, that's not much of a welcome. Then he kept on going. He thought, I'm going to pretend I'm thirsty. So then he kept on walking, and he seen somebody who was selling water and all different kinds of drinks. And the person said, Glubby Wubby, you should take better care of yourself. Glubby Wubby felt disappointed, so he walked back out to the city gates. He wrote a letter, and then he put on his kingly robes. And he asked some of his family members, come and play the trumpet. I'm the king. I'm going to enter this town. So they played the trumpet. Glubby Wubby, with all his kingly robes, walked in. Everybody ran out to see who it was. And they said, oh, Glubby Wubby, can we get you something to eat? Can we give you something to drink? How'd you like to stay with us? Glubby Wubby didn't say a word. He walked right to the edge of the town and was seen the mayor. He handed him the letter and walked back out. The letter was read by the mayor, and it said, on your entrance to your town, it says, all welcome. But I came in, and you didn't welcome me when I was poor. Please learn how to welcome all the people. Then the Glubby Wubby went to the next town, and there he seen at the entrance of the town another message written on the entrance gates, and it said pretty clearly, all welcome. So he thought he'd try it again. Took off his kingly robes, put on an old pants. He put on shoes that had holes in them, a shirt that had a rip in it, and he sprayed himself with more skunk spray, and he walked into the town. Now, this was just an ordinary town. Houses and sidewalks, people walking around, mums and dads, and he walked on the sidewalk. And the first person he came across was watering his lawn. He smelt Glubby Wubby. He says, come here, Glubby Wubby. He sprayed him. And Glubby Wubby says, I'll get rid of some of that smell. And Glubby Wubby says, oh. And then he walked further. He said, I'm going to pretend I'm hungry. He pretended he was hungry. And the family, who was eating burgers and steaks and everything else, said, hey, Glubby Wubby, we'll give you a hot dog. Looks like you're hungry. And there's some mustard and ketchup. That was it. He walked farther, and he thought, oh, I'm going to pretend I'm thirsty. A person who had a whole bunch of different drinks said, here, Glubby Wubby, take a bottle of water. Please leave. My customers weren't going to buy any drinks like this. So Glubby Wubby went back out. He took off his old clothes, put on his kingly clothes. He wrote a letter. He walked back into town, and everybody said, Glubby Wubby, you're the king. What can we do for you? Come, stay with us. Eat whatever you want. Glubby Wubby walked to the mayor, gave him a letter, and walked back out. The mayor said, after he read the letter, the letter said, now you did welcome me, but you did not do it with love and respect and honor and dignity. Please learn how to do it. Glubby Wubby kept walking, seeing another town. And this town, it had a big, bold writing on it. It said, all welcome. Glubby Wubby thought I'd try it again. He took off his kingly robe, and he put on an old pants and a shirt that was tattered and shoes that had holes, and he sprayed more skunk spray, and he walked into the town. The first person he came across said, "Come here, Glubby Wubby," and he sprayed him with water, said, "Let me get a little bit of that smell off. Now come into my house, take a bath and a shower, and you know what? We're going to wash your clothes. And if you want, you can wear a best suit I got, please." Glubby Wubby said, "Thanks." And he kept walking. After he'd gone out of the house, he pretended he was hungry. And there was a family having a barbecue, and they said, "Come here, Glubby Wubby." And they gave him the best food there was, and said, "If you need more, please take it with you." Glubby Wubby was impressed, and he walked a little further, pretending he was thirsty, and the person who had all these drinks said, "Come here, Glubby Wubby," and they gave him a bottle of water or whatever he wanted, and he walked back out. Then he went out of the city gates, he put on his kingly robe, he walked back in, and everybody fell down very humbly and said, "This is the king." And he walked to the mayor, and he made an announcement. He said, "At the entrance of your gate, you have, please, all welcomed." And he said, "You've welcomed me warmly. I'm coming to live with you." And that's how it is with us and Jesus. Jesus welcomes us very warmly. He opens his arms, and with love and respect, he says, "Come to me." And that's how we are to be welcoming our friends.